Brian gang, what's good? Big homie back with another sneaker video. So just to keep the ball rolling, we're gonna run and jump through the 10s today. So like I said, a couple days ago, somebody made a comment on one of my posts. They was like, hey, run through them 9s and 10s. So I was like, don't even worry about it. So my birthday was Wednesday. So I kind of been chilling, ain't really putting no videos out. But we back at it today. We're gonna jump right back into the collection, go back into the 10s. So I know the 10s is a topic of discussion because that air bubble is starting to expand on a lot of people. And I mean, the 10s are just ruined. So like me, y'all see I keep all my stuff in drop fronts. So these drop fronts to me, you know what I'm saying, have saved a lot of my kicks. Now I went to my storage unit and I got kicks in my storage unit, crumbled, you know what I'm saying, just destroyed basically. So, you know, keeping them climate control, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of light. You know, like I said, it's climate controlled in here. My house usually stays about 70 degrees, you know what I'm saying, year round. I mean, like I said, it just helps with the storing and preservation of the kicks. So them 10s, I haven't had any of them problems yet. I actually wore a pair yesterday, and I'll tell y'all which ones that I wore yesterday, you know, when we're going through them. But it's definitely got to do something with how you storing them. You know, so I'm a non-smoker and all that kind of stuff, so I ain't got to worry about that. But it's just the way that you store them is how you're going to preserve them and keep them, you know, fresh over time. So jumping straight into the video, like I said, we're going to run through my 10s today. I got a few pair of 10s, you know, definitely need to get more. And, you know, we need the ring ceremony 10 that Nike promised us. But, well, I ain't going to say promised us, but, you know, they pump faked us and let us know that it was potentially out there with the whole vote back thing. But that's a whole nother video, a whole nother conversation. If you've been following my Instagram, you know how I've went through that before and talked about the vote back and all. You know, we got some cool pairs out of it, but not the one that we wanted, the one that we voted on, we thought we won. So I'm rambling. Let's jump straight to the kicks. So first let's start here. So we'll start with the EXT superhero, whatever you want to call it, you know, that Knicks colorway, Cavs colorway. I actually got the Just Don shorts that match perfectly with these, so I wear my Just Don shorts with these. But this one was one, you know, out of the three. I only have two out of the three. I need that crimson pair, but this is probably one of my favorites out of the three. And actually get some wears out of these. So on this one right here, y'all see we getting a little separation right there. I wear my stuff. Like I said, this to be a 10, we on 23. Shoes been out there for a while. You know, I actually definitely get some wears out of it. A little bit of glue ain't gonna hurt. You know, I bring it right back to life. I think they call this the superhero pack or whatever. But this is probably one of my favorites out of that pack. Like I said, I still need that crimson. But this is the first 10 elite superhero, whatever you want to call it. After that one, this one. I mean, you could kind of, I don't know the one thing y'all realize about me, I was in the Army, got PTSD, anxiety, TBI, all that kind of stuff. So names kind of like get, names get away from me at times. So, you know, I don't be remembering the names of all these kicks. And I mean, with all of these, I mean, it's kind of hard to remember the nickname, all of them, but that's neither here nor there. But this one, you know, still in good shape. No separation on this one or the other one. But I wear this one, you know, sparingly. Like I said, I definitely need that crimson just to complete the pack. But I got these at reasonable prices. This one was probably like 90 bucks when I copped it, and then I copped the other one for maybe 100, 110, you know. But that crimson in my size 13, some of them they either beat or, you know, they not in good, just not good shape, or the prices is just way too high. I mean, I've been sitting there for high as $300 on the size 13, and I definitely need a 13 in this one. So second pair of 10s, an elite superhero pack. And like I said, I keep saying it over and over, I definitely need that crimson just to complete it, just to round it out. Next up, carbon 10. Now this one surprised me a lot because, I mean, just an all black kick, you wouldn't think, you wouldn't think that, you know, people kind of go crazy over, but a lot of people really want this shoe. A lot of people really want this shoe. You know what I mean? And I actually got it on eBay, I think, for like 40 bucks. You know, that's the thing about the Bron, you know, community right now. The Bron whole line of kicks, everybody's kind of, I'm not going to say giving up on it, but I mean, it's just like a lot of people ain't really into it. I mean, I am, you know, I'm going to collect bronze and I'm still going. I'm at a pair of 193 and I'm trying to be a pair of 693 one day with all the releases that he got, you know. But this carbon 10, you know, it's cool. I like it. Put it on all black kick. You can't never go wrong with an all black kick. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, a lot of people really be going crazy over this shoe. They like the carbon. They want the carbon. Like I said, I got it for 40 bucks. All you gotta do is keep your eyes open, you know, on eBay and GOAT and stuff like that. And you can definitely come up on a deal. But definitely came up on the deal on these carbon 10. Next up, the Canary. This is another GOAT pickup. I think I got for maybe 50, 60 bucks on GOAT. Still in great shape. I wear this one a lot. Wear this one to work. And I mean, see on the inside on these, he had a lot of Like I said, it's the canary. There's a lot of Easter eggs on all of these, you know, just to kind of like name them, put stuff on them. But like I said, I wear this one a lot. I mean, the 10 is overall one of the most comfortable LeBrons to me. Definitely the 15 first, then the 17. Then I probably had to say the 10. I'll say the 9 and the 6 is probably the least uncomfortable to me. But these is definitely, you know, get a lot of wears out of me. And like I said, I got this on GOAT for maybe 50 or 60 bucks. Next pair, the Vote. Now, like I say all the time, you know me, highlighters and bright kicks is right up my alley. And this one definitely is right up my alley. So it's along the line of the Big Bang, the orange box. They got the construction pair, and I'm pretty sure it's a couple other ones, you know what I'm saying, that's super, super bright. I love it when Brian make bright kicks like this, and these Vote, you know, back when that whole wave was going, when everything was a highlighter. There's a, what's the kick? I think it's called a Hypermax basketball shoe. It's like a tennis ball. I definitely would like to try and find that one. I saw them a little bit, and they were $300, $400, $500, you know what I'm saying? And it was something that I want, but it was not something that I necessarily had to have. But if I definitely had a chance to get that one, I would get that one. I think it's called a Hypermax. I'll try and find a picture and put the picture in here. But like I said, it's like a tennis ball. And I mean, they just as bright as these. But like I said, this one got the actual Dunk Man on it. But yeah, it's another GOAT pickup. I think this might have been an eBay pickup. I think this one was probably like $40. You know, like I said, I'm eating them right now. Like, if y'all don't want them, people don't want them, don't worry about it. I'll go get them. Next, Cut and Jade. Now, the funny story on this one is, so I was, I ain't gonna say I was sleeping on this release, but I didn't get to the mall fast enough to get it. You know, and this was back when, you know, damn near every city had a sneaker page or whatever. You know, so it was like a local group here, and the dude had them in there, and I'm like, all right, bet. Young dude. So, you know what I mean? I always keep it on me, like, you know what I mean, like everybody should. So, you know, I went to the parking lot of a sneaker store, actually down the street from my house, where that DTLR I go to all the time. It was in that parking lot. So it was him and his other little buddy, you know, they was there. He was only selling it for $100. They was trying to rob me, basically. So I pull up, you know what I'm saying, big homie, I pull up. Like I said, I keep it on me. When I get out the car, you know, young dudes like that, I make sure they see it, you know what I mean, that I got it. So, you know, I could tell the whole vibe and everything when I got out the car. Could tell the whole vibe had changed, had shifted. You know, they plan wasn't going according to plan. So, you know, got out the car, they had them, I gave them the bread, got the shoe, I jumped in the car and dipped. So, you know what I mean, I could tell there's no way, like brand new, he was trying to sell me this shoe for $100. Like I said, they was just trying to rob me. But it ain't gonna happen. So come up for me, Cut and Jade, LeBron 10. That one right there, you see, he got the little jade on the inside of it. Like I said, all these had the little Easter egg on the inside to kind of correlate with the shoe. But this is probably one of my favorites. It stands out. It's kind of like that Vote, that bright green. It could pass for a Christmas, but it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, Cut and Jade 10. Next, Olympic 10 with the Sport Pack. I don't know if I can pull it out to let y'all see. You probably can't see it. I'm trying to get it with the light. But it's definitely got the Sport Pack. See, we got the USA flag on there. But these was actually, I'm not going to say a gift from the homie, but one of the homies, you know what I'm saying, blessed me with these. I got one homie, you know, say he look out for your boy a lot, you know what I mean? He got an overabundance, I'll say. So sometimes he just be like, hey, man, you want these? Absolutely. So, you know what I'm saying, the USA 10 with the Sport Pack. Wear these, you know, around the Olympic times or whatever, 4th of July. I got a lot of the 4th of July red, white, and blue kicks. But this is, you know what I'm saying, dope color blocking. Can't never go wrong with it. That gold backwards check, like that 10, that backwards check on the 10, you know what I'm saying, was clutch. And I mean, I know everybody gonna say, oh, that's Travis, that's this, that's Dennis Rodman. Hey, it is what it is. Hell, everybody else got a forward Nike check, you know. So we copying off of them. But nah, dope kick. Like I said, and you notice like a lot of my 10s, I'm not having that problem. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, jinx myself or whatever, but like me, it's just all about storage, temperature, lighting, all that kind of stuff, you know, just to preserve the kick. Because, you know, we all know these is, we on 23 and these is all 10, so you do the math. Next up, All-Star Extraterrestrial. This was probably one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying, in the 10s in the All-Star line. It's just the colors and the 3M, and I liked it. It's dope. Wasn't nothing really on that one. I wear this one I'm not gonna say a lot, but I do, you know what I'm saying, get my wears out of it. It's kind of tough around, All-Star break or whatever to figure out which one you want to wear. But this one does get pulled out a lot. And no crazy story on these. I think I just, regular pickup. Got these. I've had some stories though. I can go on days for days. Definitely when we get into other kicks, to be a little bit more stories. And don't trip if I'm looking over here because like I said, I got my monitor over here and I can see myself over here. My bad. I need to be looking back over here with y'all. But yeah. Extraterrestrial 10, All-Star. Like I said, good shape. Air bubbles ain't popping out. Moving right along. Black suede. LeBron 10, the EXT pack. Now this is the pair I wore yesterday. So, I definitely still get good wears out of them. And, I mean, they're in good shape. No separation. That air bubble ain't popping. What that feel like? No, it ain't going nowhere. But, yeah, like I said, I wore this one yesterday. And like me, I don't know if y'all like me. I don't wear kicks all day. You know what I mean? If I'm going somewhere, I'll put something on, come home and take it off. So, I had them on probably about 3-4 hours, walking around doing my thing. No problem, no issue. It's like when you start to get into older kicks like this, I'll be like, all right, should I take a backup pair because just in case something happened? But no issue, no problem. And this is actually comfortable because if you look at this EXT, they got that leather, on the inside all the way around. And that feels great. Super comfortable shoe. EXT 10. Get plenty of wears out of it. Like I said, I had it on yesterday. Next one. The Denim 10. Now, out of the 4, this would probably be number 2. That cork is number 1. I'm definitely still looking for the cork. I got a couple lines on a few pairs. So I got homies. Even if some of y'all watching this, I might hit you up and I get your price and I do this and I do that. I'm always just comparing. So like, one pair, dude, I think he wanted $275 for a 12.5. I had a 13. Dude wanted, I think, 300 DS. Then I had another 13. Dude wanted $450 for the cork. Now with that, he had the shoe DS. He had the shirt, the socks, all the stuff that kind of came with it for $450. So it's just like, what do I want to spend the money on? Because who wouldn't want to have all of that stuff right like now after the fact? Shoes been out a long time ago. You want all that original stuff that came with it. So, I'm thinking about leaning towards that, getting that pair for $450, but I got to kind of make it make sense because $450 is $450 at the end of the day. But Denim 10, like I said, this one got that same, leather inside, comfortable shoe, no separation, no air bubbles popping or bulging out. But I don't wear this one as much. I need to. I still wear it, but I haven't worn this one as much. But it's definitely one of the favorites. Like I said, this will probably be the second one. Nah, I'm gonna get this one the third one because the next shoe I'm about to bring will probably be the second one after the cork, then this one, then the black denim. Grab you a pair if you ain't got them. I think I got these on GOAT for like $100. $250 shoe, you know what I'm saying? Got it for $100 on GOAT. I ain't gonna be mad at that. I'll do that all day. And last but not least, the hazelnut, Scooby-Doo, whatever you want to call it. I hunted this one down for a long time. If you saw my video when I actually got this, the video with the collection, with the pack minus the cork. Like I said, I think I paid it was like $160 for this. And this one is, it's dope. Especially when you get outside, in the light, and the light hit it, you get the natural lights. This is dope. Like, it definitely gets warm. No separation, no bubbles. Like I said, hey, if you haven't tried it, get you a couple drop fronts, just to experiment. Let them sit in the room temperature. Like, these all get natural light. That box and that paper, like when you grab a pair of kicks, if you don't do nothing, if you keep your boxes, take all that tissue paper out because that tissue paper draws the moisture out your shoe. That's something that I learned a long time ago. So definitely if it's a pair, if I don't have room in the drop front, I got to keep a shoe in a box. I'll definitely take all the paper out the box and take them out every once in a while. Just let them get some light because that preserves them. Just keeping them in the box and stored away. They get cold, they get hot. Temperature going up and down. All these materials is gonna start expanding, contracting. Next thing you know, everything cracking and tearing up. Your bubbles is expanding. So room temperature, like I said, my house stays at probably like 70 degrees year round, give or take. The kids, every once in a while they'll go in there and play with the thermostat, shoot it all the way up, turn it all the way down. So, But yeah, EXT10 Scooby-Doo. Like I said, out of these, I definitely would say the cork is first, this one, the denim, and then the black suede. But yeah, like I said, running through my 10s, that's all the 10s I got. I think next we're gonna do my favorite. Well, I got two favorites. I think we're gonna go 8s, and then we might go 17s. I don't know yet. Y'all tell me what comment down below. Tell me what you want to do. You want me to do 8s or you want me to do 17s next? And it don't matter to me, whatever y'all want to do. So like I said, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Just wanted to run through the collection, show y'all what we got in the 10s. It's definitely trying to get more 10s. I'm on this whole SVSM Christ the King kick right now, so I'm trying to grab a lot of those. And it's, like I said, mainly going to be reachbacks. The only one that I really want right now is that Mass Menace 23. I'm definitely going to try and grab that one. But everything else is kind of going to be reachbacks. And then I think I'm about to start opening up a little bit more. Grabbing, you know what I'm saying, more non-Brian kicks. Because like I'm downsizing on my trainers and turfs and getting rid of a lot of them. Check out my eBay store if you haven't checked it out. Might be some stuff you're interested in. I ain't trying to get rich. I'm just trying to, you know, get this stuff out of here. Somebody who is actually going to wear it, they can, you know what I'm saying, get it or whatever. Yeah, just making room. My Nike Retro Basketball, I'm about to turn that up a little bit. And then these Adidas. So I'm on these Adidas now. The unheard of pairs that dropped yesterday. Your boy definitely wanted them. Couldn't make it out to Cincinnati. But, you know, it is what it is. We had a lot of stuff going on this weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna start just expanding. I'm definitely a sneakerhead. I specialize in LeBrons, but there is a lot of stuff that I still want, that I do want. And I mean, I'm gonna get it. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know if you want me to do the 15s or you want me to do the 8s next. It don't matter to me. Y'all just let me know what you want to see, and I'll definitely get into it. So appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you're first time here, appreciate you for coming through. If you've been here, what's up, gang? New people, welcome to the gang. And we're going to be here trying to run this up. Like I said, different content on YouTube, Brian content, something you don't see all the time. And I'm here. Like I said, check me out on Instagram, Big Homie Kicks 80. And I will catch y'all in the next one.